You'll see. The boss.
The boss.
Look at them lopsided boobs.
I mean...
Yeah.
I mean, they could have probably worked a little bit harder.
And that drone's, or that boss is a drone as well.
Yeah.
It's a large drone.
Are you sure it's supposed to look like a person?
Yes.
Yeah.
That doesn't really look like a person at all.
Well, I mean, it's got kind of like the vague shape of it.
Vague being the important word.
Right. But again...
It's almost like an American Indian
Yeah.
goddess.
Yeah. So, like...
Because their carvings look about like that. Except the boobs tend to be a little bit more even, but they're still about like that.
Maybe they just had no idea no. The program was like, fuck it. Can't decide if we want big boobs or small boobs.
This is definitely a
Have
later playthrough because Heavy is credited to Team and Glide is taking care of those missiles.
Yup.
Mm-hmm.
It took us quite a few tries to figure that out.
Yep.
I keep saying us. As if I did anything.
We provided moral support.
If by moral support, you mean... Why are you so bad at this? Well, I mean, like, you also have to remember it's a machine under all of it.
Yeah.
And it's mounted on a capital ship with a giant laser. So, like, I'll make some allowances for its misshapen shape with the fact that it needed to, they needed to, like, fit certain parts.
Come on, this is...
Although, it looks like her head's hollow. Alright, it's rounded.
Yep. She's got a Gatling missile launcher.
Gatling missile launcher.
Yep. That's the only way I can explain it.
It's LR-40.
And here I'm giving the Glide a shot and I'm like, nah, I don't like the damage output.
Shoot her in the boob. Shoot her in the other boob.
Shoot her between the boobs.
Yeah, I do remember this is kind of where it starts to introduce the fact that, like, you need to be very self-conscious of your boosting.
Yeah.
I'm being hypnotized by the boss fight.
I think this is one of the kind of better boss fights
Yeah.
in the game. Just because, like, it really gets into a rhythm.
Yeah, it's also a really fair one because if you're paying attention to what the robot is doing, then you're not going to be surprised by when they go to swing at you.
Yeah.
If anything, the only thing that might catch you off guard is like if you sit in one spot for too long and you don't know what they're going to do, then they're probably going to, sucker punch you. But for the most part, a lot of the bosses, if you stay in one spot for too long, you're going to want to boost or break and change position, and basically get out of the way. Like I got hit.
Good dodge there.
Yeah, I got hit. I
Oh,
heard
you
the
did?
scream. Yeah. It's a little too late, but...
I almost thought you were being a little sarcastic there. Great dodge, man!
Yeah, dude. Way to suck at this game, dude.
Come
Well,
on,
no,
Nancy, I thought you could do better.
It was looking like a good dodge, but then I heard the scream.
Yeah.
I mean, like, because I thought you boosted just at the last second.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
And this boss is going on 5 minutes now, which is why I edited out the failures.
Yeah, this boss fight alone, which kind of sucks because I feel like we kind of run out of things to talk about when you're fighting a boss for such a long time.
It's basically how all the bosses in this game are.
Yeah.
And a couple of levels that I died in. Because I die in a couple of levels, but I die like 7 or 8 minutes into the level.
Yeah.
So it's one of those, like, you die and then you're like, oh my gosh, I gotta start the whole thing over again.
That's what WoW boss fights are like. This is a 12-minute encounter. We died 8 minutes in.
It's one of those, like, do I even want to keep playing? And like, I don't care that I've got unlimited continues.
Well, it does kind of help sometimes when they have, like, checkpoint systems in the games. But, I mean, you really kind of have to... Oh, hey, look, another boss fight.
Yep.
You kind of have to, like, really tread a fine line between difficulty, checkpoints, and length of your...
Yeah.
And length of the level.
This is where this boss fight is where Glide is credit to team.
Yeah.
I am in Glide this entire time. Just because of all them fireballs.
I remember it took quite a while.
It does. But it's the way that I was able to get through it without dying a whole bunch, so it's what I did.
I wonder if this is part of like the game design of we are going to force the player to use X thing.
True.
Just to make sure they know that it exists.
Well, if I wanted to be more effective, at this part, that part kind of dicks you over, unless if you've got the special attack there. But if I wanted to be a little faster at this, I could have been switching to heavy or normal here, and doing laser fire, which is basically what I'm doing here. I'm like, okay, I'm getting tired of this, and through some fancy maneuvering, I was able to avoid the fireballs, but not the aerial ace attacks or razor wind.
Yeah.
I do like how the dragons are actually the ones doing those attacks. As you kill the dragons, there's less and less razor wind coming at you.
That is nice. I was thinking of that for a boss fight in the platformer we're trying to make, where like each individual person in the boss fight has a different mechanic, and as you defeat that opponent in the boss fight, you remove that mechanic from the boss fight as a whole. And when they do their move that's all together, you remove part of that too.
I'm noticing how low my health is.
Yeah.
And this is the good one.
Yeah.
So it's a suspenseful one. Right now I'm waiting for them to start boosting at me. You know that one attack where they I tried to boost and they still hurt me?
Yeah.
I'm waiting for them to do that. That's why I'm not using my little glowy bar down there.
Oh, so you can go invulnerable.
Yeah, because when you do that big screen death, it's a screen nuke. It's you're invulnerable while that's going on. So yeah, it's always a good strategy to save that until you know there's a part that's either impossible to avoid damage or hard to avoid damage.
Yeah.
Because with the nature of the boss, I imagine there's a way to avoid taking damage from this attack. I'll be damned if I figure that out. So, I think it's at this point that I'm kind of forgetting that the change wing button is there. I'm just kind of shooting.
Yeah, I mean, like, the boss fight does last for quite a while.
Yeah. I think the boss fight's the rest of this video.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was, because in Glide Wing, you don't do a lot of damage.
Yeah. That's where it would have been effective, like, maybe not at this point, but in between the Razor Winds to switch to Heavy real quick.
Yeah.
Fire off a few shots and then switch to Glide as they were shooting at me and dodging it. But
That's all next level gameplay.
yep. Maybe there's a reason why I'm recording the game and playing it for a second time. I might rewatch this and then remember strategies.
Yeah.
But, maybe not.
What's really interesting is, like, when you have games that you play a lot of, and, like, you beat it, but then you go back and play it again and again, you find new stuff.
Yeah.
And then, like, you kind of stop doing that for a while, and then you come back and play it, like, a while down the road, and you're like, I suck at this game.
Yeah.
It's a glorious feeling when that doesn't happen, though.
Yeah.
Because, like, I did that with Mech Assault, where I stepped right back into Mech Assault shoes after not playing it for, like, 4 years. And I'm just like, whatever, I'm still a boss.
Yeah.
At least in the campaign mode, because online play was original Xbox, kind of.
I absolutely thought some people were playing on Xbox 360 because they had a better internet connection than us. We were like, that can't be!
Yeah, I'm slowly killing the Dragonmeres. I think there's like 22 now.
Yeah, you do slowly whittle them down.
There, I forgot I had special attack. But then again, when there's only like 2 of them left, it's hard to read the tell on, hey, he's going to fly and charge at me now. Then I don't think I've noticed that whenever I do that attack, I gain health.
Yeah.
As you can tell, I'm not as low as I was. So I'm not blinking anymore.
Mm-hmm. But it's not a whole lot.
No, but it's still a hit or two.
Yeah,
More than I had.
as you level up the Glide Wing, if I remember right, it becomes, you gain exponentially more.
Yeah.
Because I remember I did a run through of this game with nothing but the Glide Wing. Like, leveling up the Glide Wing, and I got to the last boss, and every time I took damage, I was just like, special attack. Like, it's adorable.